It was not graded? Oh. So study guide, percents to decimals. Now this is easier than what we did yesterday. This, in my opinion and in my experience, okay? So we're going to be writing the decimal as a percent. In order to do that, we're going to have to multiply the decimal by 100 and add the percent symbol. Because whenever you have a decimal, and this is what I said on Edmodo last night, if you have 25 hundredths, you could also read that as 25 hundredths, right? Okay, so you're saying it even the two same ways, and as we learned yesterday, this guy could be read as 25%. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, disco dance party. So it says, examples 1, express 0.77 as a percent. And when we multiply by 100, if you recall this from in the past, what that means is whenever you multiply something by 100, that means that the decimal point is going to bounce to the right for as many zeros as there are. So we have 2 zeros here with the 100, so that means it goes bounce once, bounce twice. I'll zoom into that. Yep. So we bounced once and we bounced twice to the right because we multiplied it by 100. Okay, now example 2. Express 3.323 or 323 thousandths. And what we did was we just took this decimal, 1, 2, and put it right there. So now it becomes 32.3, and then you just add the percentage sign. Easy. Now, we didn't get to the decimals here, but you can have decimals with percentage, so that's cool. Any questions on that? Yes, sir. It will need to go as many as you have, but if you're doing a division problem, I think, we said this when you're outside, if you're at 3 decimals, it's probably a division error, so stop there. Okay, but it can go for on and ever. Yes? No. Yes? For number 3? For example, number 3? Well, we're not even there yet, so I'm not going to answer that question. Stick with me, please. Stick with me. So it says express 51% as a decimal. Now, this is going the other direction. You need to pay attention to what are they asking, what are you looking at. So it says here, just do it as a decimal. Now, this time we're going to divide the percent by 100. So since we're dividing by 100, the decimal point is going to bounce to the left, whoop, whoop, that direction, for as many zeros as they are, and that's just division for you. So 51% becomes 0.51, and that's your answer right there. Boom. It is easy, isn't it? So tonight should be a lot quicker. Yeah. Yes. Well, with this situation, yes. In general, whenever a decimal is bouncing left, that means the number is getting smaller. And with division, as long as it's whole numbers, with division, the number is always going to get smaller. Mm-hmm. Bete?
Okay. So when you express a decimal as a percent, arrow would go to the right. And then when you express the percent as a decimal, it would go to the left.
Yep. And what the student is asking, when it would go, when percent as a decimal, it goes to the left. Percent as a decimal as a percent, it goes to the right. Yep. Okay, Paul?
Is this some homework that
No, I'm going to hand it out here in a minute, and we're going to do a couple examples from here and a couple examples from there. So we have expressed 90.2 as a decimal. Since it's going from a percent to a decimal, is it going to go, I'm going to cover this up. No, ignore that. Oh, la, 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 la. Is it going to go left or right? Because it's a percent to a decimal. Is it going to go left or right? Where's the decimal going? Yes, Nikki? It's going to the left, correct. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Okay? All right, so let's do one of these here. Let's do number 6. Let's do number 6 on the study guide. Express each decimal as a percent. So it's a decimal as a percent. What direction is my decimal point going to be going? Ooh, Riley. To the right. So, and how many times is it going to go to the right? How many times is it going to go to the right, Amel? Twice. So I'm going to go from here for number 6. 1, 2. So what does that leave me with, Maddie? 8.4. And am I done? What do I have to do? Percent. 8.4%. I'm going to circle that. 8.4%. Tommy. So just make sure you're writing down on your study guide there, because you should have that when you're doing your homework. Decimal as percent goes to the right. And if you want, you can make it even easier by saying goes to the right by 2. Okay? Yes? Oh, good question. Yeah. All right, let's do number 3. Let's do number 3. We are having, so now's the time to ask that question. Okay? Now remember, we have to move it to the left 2 times. 2 times. So I'm going to go 1, but then there's 2, and I have to have a placeholder there. I have to have a placeholder there. So the correct answer would be 20%. Yep. Yep, you have to have a placeholder there. Mandrew? Since you've been behind, I'm even going to give you the one that they don't have yet there. Okay? So you have to have the placeholder there. The reason for that is when you have 0.2, that's the same as saying 0.2000000. That can go on for forever. Now, that's also the same as saying 0.0000003 is equal to 3. Do you agree? That's that idea. You don't? Did I see people shake your head no? Okay. I want to make sure that we're on the same page here. Okay. Yes, Skyler?
Can I do number 4?
Do number 4? Yes. This will be the. Well, let's see. Is there one that looks harder? Wait, how many have we done here? Let's do one in the next section. Can you do one in the next section for me?
Ooh, can we do number 12? No, because I don't actually.
What one looks tough? I want you to do number 12. Okay. So Skyler, come on up here and do number 12. I want you to try number 12. Bring your study guide with you. Try number 12. Here you go. I want you to all put forth some effort. See if you can get what number 12 is. Look at the methods that we're using here. Okay. Well, I want you to do number 12 right now. Can you show me what you did though? Why don't we do one with the fraction then as well? So we have. I will tell you that Skylar did find the correct answer for number 12. That is the correct answer because what she did was she moved the decimal point 2 to the left, making it 1. %10.5% is 10.5%. So. Claire, please turn around. Thank you. Yes. Because that's what it says right here. See?
I got this.
Right here. Because right now we're expressing percent as a decimal, and that's what it says right here. Percent as a decimal, and it goes to the right. And you haven't been writing what I'm writing. Again. All that stuff that I had in purple you should have been doing. You hear me? Okay. Because when you look back, like that question you just asked me, it would have been answered if you had been writing what I'm writing. Okay. All right. So we have possibly 10.5. Possibly 10.5 for this one. Now, here's the thing. Isn't 10.5% the same thing as 10.5%? So we didn't do, and thank you. That was a courageous thing to come up here, even though you didn't want to come up, and I asked you to possibly make a mistake, and that's okay. It's good. You're going to make mistakes in mathematics, people. That's okay. You want to just limit them on quizzes and tests. Now, since we are finding the percent as a decimal, I'm going to look back at my study guide or up top and find out where it says percent as decimal. Okay, it looks like example 3 and 4. So percent as a decimal, and as I wrote down up here, percent as a decimal. Where is it? Percent as a decimal, there we go. Percent as a decimal, and it's going to be going to the left. Okay, it's going to be going to the left by 2. So you need to underline those things. What number is this? 16? So I need to take this decimal. I needed to take this decimal and go from here over 1 and over 2. So now I'm going to have simply 0.105. That's the correct answer for that one. Okay, we have a couple minutes left. Let's look at an example from the homework. Let's look at an example from the homework. So I'm going to do number 5. I'm going to do number 5. So number 5, since we are making a decimal into a percent, so people stick with me. I see that you're just trucking through this. Wait. Since we're making a decimal to a percent, yes. Okay, let me get through this before you have a question. Since we're making a decimal into percent, I'm going to move to the right 2. So it's going to go 1. Let's get a different color. We'll do red. So we're going to go 1, 2. So it's going to be 31.2%, and that's my answer. Okay? 31.2. Now, Taylor, do you have a question?
Okay. So, let's say for number 12, when you look at the decimal 2 points, right?
Yep.
It would be 0, 0, 2,
0, 0.
do it as a percent, would you just do 2%, or would you do
Yes. If 0, 2% is 2%. What? Up. All right. Next one we will do, let's do number 30. Let's do number 30. So we have 27 and a quarter. What's the decimal of a quarter? Yeah. 0.25.
And I have a question.
Okay.
Is there like when you put in a decimal, like 18 or like 23 in that move? Would you still put the decimal and then the number?
Okay. Bye, guys. Put the decimal and then the number. It's just going to be moving to the left 2.
Can you still put the decimal?
Yes. Yeah. You just move the decimal to the left. So to continue this for YouTube, because I'm going from a percent to a decimal, that means that my decimal point is going to move 1 and 2, which makes it 0.2725, and that's my answer for number 7. Yep, you need to have a placeholder. Let's see, what number is that? Yeah, in study guide, you need to have a placeholder. You're correct.